Hello, family and friends and family. Got another video for you this time, and I'll be going a little bit more in depth about the metaphysical or spiritual sides of life, or as I personally see it, the true nature of our being from my perspective. Life is good, life is good. Before I begin, I'd like to read an excerpt from this magazine I got here. The name of the article is Focus, and it's by Lorraine Kisley. Draw back so that you may be approached, writes Augustine of Hippo, and in so doing initiates us into both a profound activity and a profound rest. Search readily falls into restless seeking. The single longing that orients quickly shatters into the pursuit of distracting desires, so that the injunction to draw back is welcomed as a road to sanity, a necessary condition if we are to find and to find again the way that leads us towards a life we could value and respect. It's a very good article, very good, way to look at life. Now, like I've said before, this is all my own opinion and perspective based on experiences I've been through on my journey. The first topic I like to start with discussing in more detail is healing yourself and others. Now, while this is a huge area of information, I'll try to give simple examples and share simple reasoning as to how one can start a foundation for optimum inner and outer health. We begin with reflection. Before you start this healing journey, take some moments to re-look at yourself. Look within. Look at your body. As was said in my previous video, our very makeup and primal functions run smoothly from the time we're born without our conscious control, assuming you were born without any complications and in generally good health, till that point where society has decided we're old and the breakdown begins. This is not the truth of the matter. We are eternal co-creators of infinite power and potential. This is not a loaded sentence. As with all aspects of being, we create our reality and by extension, our health. It all starts with our thoughts, emotions, and conscious willpower. This is where inner health can be achieved, willing our thoughts to first reduce our stresses and worries, and then promote inner healing with inner peace through the breath. So ask yourself, how do you perceive your body? Is it merely a tool for you to experience all your wants and desires, no matter their cost? Or is it your divine space where heaven and earth meet, the deepest expressions of your very being made physical? Before you can truly begin the needed changes on your outer health, you should reflect more deeply on what your body means to you. Now, with outer health, I'll keep it simple in this video as my Facebook page contains plenty of detailed information on how to attain and maintain wellness. The biggest issues and diseases that plague many nowadays that I've found can be resolved with ease are in three main areas of focus. Number one, preventative care. What it means to take this approach is not neglecting yourself till the very last minute where stress and disease are building, and then right when you decide to notice the symptoms are at the most extreme, rushing to take medicine or find a solution to your ailments. That is not the best way to go about this. Living healthy is a lifestyle that requires a deep listening intimacy with your body. To know what's going on within at all times and taking the needed solutions to prevent illness from forming at the beginning is the key to it all. we don't live in a society like that anymore. We live more towards, waiting till the issue appears and then rushing to the doctor to take medicine quickly. It's not the way to go. The second approach is proper cleansing of your body, which is also known as detoxification. This by far has to be the biggest area abandoned by the world at large, whether you're seeking health or not. Detoxing yourself is very important as it removes toxins and blocked energies from you, which allows your body to heal you with a precision that no doctor could ever hope to match when you know yourself well enough. Message me if you're curious to hear more about this. The third step that can be taken to attain and maintain good health is eating nutrient-dense foods which contain high amounts of minerals, vitamins, and other natural life-inducing compounds. Like I said, I have a list of these things I've been working on for some years now. These kind of nutrients and minerals and various things. So at any time I posted it on my page, just let me know and I can always keep you updated to what I found and we can share that information. All right. Health, while being an issue at large in the world today, doesn't have to be when we share knowledge and care for one another instead of relying on the pharmaceutical industry. Holistic and naturopathic medicine is always the best way to go. Why? Because it is based on the true nature of connecting and healing and not monetary exchange. Now that we've covered some reasonably simple ways to take control of your bodily healing from a physical standpoint, we can now move into speaking about meditation. As most already know, this is a big area of discussion where many thousands of books can be written about what meditation is, the different variations, and what it can do for you. I'll do my best to simplify this and share with you my own personal approach and opinions and techniques that I use when it comes to meditation. Though it tends to change, I have a main discipline that I use. To me, meditation is a means to recenter yourself, turning your attentive focus within so as to channel your creative energy toward that which you seek to change with divine precision. The particular meditation I use today is practical, and it's called breath meditation, but I've added my own variations to it, which I'll go over more in depth. Now, while meditation can be done, and this one particularly, anytime and anywhere, it requires some mastery. The more distractions are around you, the more likely it is harder for you to reach those deep levels of listening to yourself, because we all tend to need more silence when we're starting. You start with placing your focus on your nose near the tip and peacefully observing the air enter and exit with each inhale and exhale. Don't force or control, just relax and be. While still keeping your main focus here, slowly feel inward toward the center of your body. Now, that can be any area around your heart or your heart itself. Now, with most of your attention still focused at the tip of your nose, bridge this with the center of your body, aligning these two areas slowly as if you're taking a breath with your nose and the center of your body as one entire force. Remember, take your time and listen to your body and not your thoughts, okay? It's about listening to your body. If your thoughts are you have random stray thoughts, you can do one of two things. You can completely ignore them, or you can just sit within those thoughts for brief moments of time and then let them pass. It's up to you. Whichever works for you. It's about feeling out what works best for you. All right. Again, so you're imagining with each inhale your heart center opening as if you're taking a breath of loving life energy into your body. Your attention is to stay at your nose while feeling the same breath energy enter the center of your being. Now, during all this, remember, you're connecting with your body through inward observation, peacefully listening with all of your senses. Meditation is taking a break from the distractions of the external world to look deeper within. This is all I'm going to speak on meditation for now. As I said, there's lots of information and lots to be shared about it. I will elaborate on other forms and uses in future videos. One example being One example being meditating while grounded barefoot on the earth. This heals you and helps your awareness during meditation. You can ask me anytime you want to hear more on my perspective from this end. Now let's discuss inner alchemy from a Taoist point of view, which I highly recommend. What this entails is the understanding and transformation of three vital energies. There are more than these three, but we will be particularly talking about them. The first is the Qi life force. Qi is the foundational energy that flows throughout our entire physical body and keeps us physically alive. We are able to absorb this type of energy from the air we breathe, the food we eat, and from the environmental outlets like grounding on the earth. The second energy is our sexual creative energy. This potent and powerful energy is produced in our reproductive organs and is also a combination of all the Qi energies from our bodily organs within. It takes large amounts of time and Qi energy to produce this creative life force, which is why it has a stronger vibration. This vital energy is very important as it recreates life and keeps us strong and healthy when we harness the power within it. Now, for all the women out there, it has come to my attention from the author, I highly recommend you look up, Mantak Chai, who is a Taoist teacher. And what he speaks of in one of his books is that your monthly menstrual cycle is something that you can choose to allow happen or not through a technique/discipline called ovarian breathing. This discipline gives you full control to stop and start your period instead of this energy going to waste and causing unpleasant symptoms to you. So I highly recommend all the ladies look into that. It's worth the look for sure because it's something that can be beneficial. Now, for all the men out there, Mantak Chai also speaks on how to stop from ejaculating your vital life energy when you're making love. As, like I said, contact me if you want to hear more from my perspective on that end. Tantra is another interesting topic all should look into. I'll place links to all this information in the comments, but you can always contact me if you want to hear more from my perspective. Now, the third and final energy is spiritual energy. It is more tied with the mind, spirit, and other unknown spiritual forces that root to our very being and core essence. Through inner and outer transformation of these three treasures, as they are also referred to, we grow and become expansively aware of all there is. So, this is one aspect of the metaphysical that is rarely given any attention. These inner energies, which help you to become more aware, to help you sense and see the things, the world around you in more depth, because that's why some feel like they're more connected and some are like, I don't get what you're saying, I can't really relate in that way. It's because of these inner energies, which you have the full control to understand and transform. Now, harmony, love, and peace can be found by simply going within. We all feel it inside us. We all sense that there are more to us and who we are. Of course, this is our inner essence, our source self. We have watched ourselves grow from ignorance into awareness, and now we must awaken to face the inner being, our truest expression of unconditional love. This inner being resides within all of us. It is us, but more expansive is like I like to see it, you know. We must return to the now moment to remove those veils and barriers we've placed within and around ourselves. Have no fear and come forward to the present moment to be true to who you are. Truly be yourself. Stop letting what others might think keep you from living your dream and to speaking your mind and, expressing yourself. You can't have fear of this. We've all lived in fear of this for far too long, and now it's time to lift the veil, No fear, just love. All on the inside. Now, before I go, I'd like to also read another excerpt from this article. Very interesting. In Llewellyn Vaughan Lee's Pain of Divine Love, in this issue he writes, "The memory of the heart does not belong to time, but to the eternal moment of the self in which lover and beloved are united. A moment neither in the far distant past nor in a vague future, but here, now, in the deepest present." I said, reflect on that. It speaks very much to the inner being. Thank you for watching another one of my videos. Hope I was able to help. All questions and comments are welcomed. I just ask that you're respectful. And like Seth once said, don't leave it to another to prove your own existence. Love, peace, acknowledge wisdom.